Okay. So let's say that I want to do a different one. Am I supposed to not ask you questions?
Well, think out loud.
Okay.
So you want to do a different one now.
Yeah, so this one, even though the family search says it's not done, my records say it's been done.
Okay.
So I want to choose, can I, okay. So what I want to do now is I want to go to another ancestor. Find your, so I don't want to continue with that one, I want to go back. Can I do that? So I'm clicking on find your ancestors, see if I go back. Oh, actually I could do this now. Okay. Okay, it doesn't want to let me go back.
There's a way to do it.
Well, I can say cancel.
How come you didn't click that before?
Well, I was trying to see if I could go back to where it started with him and go past that. Does that make sense?
No. Say it.
Okay, so, I mean, it's done what it's supposed to do, and we verified that in family search, it shows it as not being, the temple work not being done.
Right.
But my records show the temple work's been done, so I want to go back and continue the search for somebody beyond Theopolis. Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay, I got you now. Okay.
So I was thinking if I could go back and then just have them skip this one.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So, okay, well, let's try cancel. I don't want to continue because that's going to continue.
So what's your hesitation on cancel? Because cancel does what you just said, but mentally you didn't think it did, so you never clicked on it.
Yeah, yeah, my thinking is that I want to go back. I don't want to start all over again. I want to go back to where it started with him and somehow skip him.
You're thinking back, and cancel to you sounds like
I'm starting from scratch.
Starting from scratch.
So it's like going to the login screen again.
I understand.
But let me hit cancel and see what happens.
Okay. Well, we need to change that. It's just a wording thing, is all it is.
Yeah. Okay, so through 10 generations. To the end of each ancestral line of your family. Okay, so now I'm looking for a way of, can I get it to give me several rather than just one? Well, it says how many, doesn't it? So let's say I take, what's the biggest number I can do? 50.
It's fine if you get that.
It's interesting that this thing says, missing the ordinance but not ready for the temple. 3 ready for the temple is what it says.
Do you understand what that means when it says missing the ordinance?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got quite a few of them that don't have enough information to take into the temple, specifically like birth dates, and you don't have to have exact dates. I've had genealogists tell me that, okay, so you know who the parents were, but you don't know exactly when the child was born, right? So let's say the parents were born in 1850, and now you've got this child, but you don't have a birth date. Well, you can add 20 years to when they were born, or 25 or something, and you're probably in the ballpark. And generally, from what they've told me, the church will accept that because you just put an estimated 1850 or 1875, and then you can do that. But I've got a lot of them like that I can't take to the temple because they don't have a birth date or something concrete, right? I think the minimum is a birth date, at least a year, and I think a birthplace, at least like a city or a country or something. You know, I have to have something in there. I think that's correct. Well, so far we're down to 17 ready for the temple. That's good. But I don't know why Family Search would have people in there that I have done temple work, or that have temple work's been done for, but it doesn't show. Yeah, I mean,
that's an interesting problem.
It is an interesting problem. And it's probably a significant problem, because if it does it to me, it's doing it to everybody, right?
Yeah, and then you start thinking, well, how many other of my work that I've done has not been recorded?
Yeah.
We might have to do.
Oh, that's right. I put down 50, didn't I? So I'm on my 9th great-grandmother, 1609. Temperance Denslow. Cool.
Well, talk to me about this screen while it's doing its thing.
It's actually fairly informative. I mean, even though it doesn't look like much, it's not pretty, but it's showing me how many generations back. So on the 12th generation, it tells me that I've got 24 names ready for the temple and 40 are missing the ordinances, but not ready for the temple. And can I click on this thing while it's chunking away?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I click on what's this, does it tell me, why is an ordinance missing but not ready to take the temple? Minimum amount of information about deceased person is required before temple ordinance can be performed on their behalf. Read the PDF for details. Let's see what it says. Brand names for the temple. Okay, I'm looking through the requirements, trying to find, okay. I'm just reading this stuff.
Are you looking for something in particular?
Yeah, I'm looking specifically for what are the minimum requirements for submitting names to the temple. So.
Let's do that another time.
Okay. Right. Can I close this? Is that going to shut everything else down? Okay, leave that. Now, like I said, up to 28. That's pretty good. 51 not ready to go and 28 ready. That's good.
All right, now there's something else on this page that you can't see right now. And that tells me a lot. What I'd like you to know, no, I don't mean like that. I mean scroll.
Oh, okay. Huh. Show all the other ordinances need to be done in your tree. Okay. I'm not supposed to ask questions. What I'm wondering is that this thing's still crunching away, right? So should I wait till it finishes crunching and then hit this thing, or can I hit it anytime?
Yeah, you're not the only one who said that. You can do it. I wonder if there's a way that I can address that. Because everybody said that. Like, nobody will click on anything because they don't want to stop it.
Yeah, there's so many programs that if you try to go beyond what it's doing right now, it stops what it's doing, so people get concerned about that. Not ready to take that back. Not ready. 29 male, 1 female. That's interesting. Unsealing. Huh. Well, that's interesting. So according to this, at least, I've got 29 baptisms and confirmations, male, 1 female, 1 sealing to parents, male. Of course, and to me that tells me baptism, confirmations, you got to do that before you can do anything else, right? So it really tells me I've got 30 of all of these things to do, right? So, yeah. And that's interesting that I've got that many, because right now I've got female stuff that I actually have the cards ready to take to the temple. Mom did one today. So, from my perspective and what I've done so far, I'm lacking males, but I'm not lacking females.